What's up, Brawlers? Deathblow here, back again with another coaching video. This time we're going to be looking at an apprentice player named Rammer. He's showed up to a couple of our custom game nights on Saturdays that we're doing. We do those every Saturday. If you're interested, please do join the Discord with the link down below in the description. A lot of my videos from this week came from that session. I was a little bit on fire, no big deal. But so if you think it would be cool to like see yourself in some of the lobbies where my games are, that's a really good opportunity for you to be able to do that. Rammer did pretty well in those games, if I remember correctly. So I was kind of surprised opening this up to see 475 rating. Clearly a newer player and very much so on the right track, playing, I think, very, very well for his rating. But we're going to be taking a look at his game here today. And the first decision we have to make is Geppetto versus Snow Angel. Personally, I'm not taking Snow Angel almost ever. Now, clearly you're missing a good portion of the heroes, so you'll probably have to a little bit. But I just think Geppetto at +3/+3 gives you way too much value. But either way, none of the options were great, so we're just going to move right into the game here. Turn 1 Eeny Meeny is pretty good. I'm probably just casting it. Okay, I like it. Cinderella is fairly strong at the moment, but I don't think required by any means. Level 2 treasures just aren't quite worth it. I'd rather get something that's overstated. Another Eeny Meeny, holy smokes. So this creates an interesting question. How do you want to go about it? I completely agree with you. I'm almost a little disappointed, that we hit the Minotaur, because we kind of lose the ability to lock that shop, I think. So in my opinion, you're playing this very well. You got the double. No reason to continuously lock. I think you're in a good spot here, especially since that entire shop was all evil minions and you're on the hero, you're on Snow Angel. Just doesn't quite add up, but pretty good to get a triple out of it. Eventually we'll get to a triple anyways. Oh man, that's phenomenal. I was trying to debate in my head whether or not I thought you should do this, and it clearly worked out great, and also that's, I think, a really good spot for you to be in as well. I'm taking Polywoggle here. You bought the chicken, so no harm, no foul. This is better stats. Where did that happy little tree come from? Am I losing my mind? Oh, right. We cycled okay, yeah. No, that's great. I forgot Golden Chicken became good, which activated our hero power. That's awesome. I would probably lock this Polywoggle. Yep. I like that decision as well. It'll be very good for you next turn, and you'd have been trying to dodge activating it last turn, so we're in a good spot here. Unfortunate attack. If it had hit the Bad Billy, I think you'd have drawn combat there. All right. I think things are lining up for you beautifully right now, I've got to say. Love that purchase. That's a great minion. I think I would have gone Polywoggle there. Just not going all in on the combat. At this point, I'm probably not locking this shop. I'm just going to move on. I want to get threes. I didn't get the Polywoggle. Let's see if we do lock it. I don't think that's a terrible decision. Gives you a pair, gives you the Polywoggle to buy. A decent spell to turn your Minotaur into something that might work a little better with you down the line, but the Minotaur's probably just got to go away pretty soon. It's just going to be so good at trading for a while. The double trigger. Nice. Pretty good. So I'm not using the Polywoggle, but I'm still buying it because it just is a good minion. It adds to my spells. I'm probably also picking up the Baby Root. made a sale to make it work. I didn't notice what you sold, though. Just a Billy. That's fine. I like that turn a lot. I think you did very well here. Yeah, I don't know what's better as far as that positioning goes. It's hard to go too wrong there, I think. But I would probably end up like you did, trying to get the Brave Princess to trigger. If it doesn't, you can just move on. Sure, buy the pair. It's a good minion. In my opinion, with the hero, you just want to, and I'm blanking on the hero name because that's how infrequently I play it. I just want to be buying in as many good minions as I can, right? It's so unreliable to actually get value. Well, that's nice. So, can't fire the spell yet. You got to move something. At this point, I'd probably move on from the Minotaur. Also, I definitely would have used the spell, try to pump one of those, although you wouldn't get credit from the hero power. Maybe that's not right. Yeah, Fairy Tale's the best choice. So if you sold Minotaur, and then even the Cut Purse again, you could cast the spell. We're going to save it, try to hit a 4. I'd be curious why you didn't use it there. I'm not saying it's wrong. You've clearly got a plan for it, and I just don't understand what that is. So I don't want to, like, declare the decision incorrect, but I think I'd have used it. That Minotaur is putting in a lot of work with trades. It's nice. What is with all these cut purses? You're the cut purse king. Ooh. I wouldn't have sold that. I would have tried to triple it, to be perfectly honest with you. I would have rather moved off of the baby roots. Even the Princess Peep, I think, could have been moved on from. I didn't notice when we got rid of the happy little trees. I probably would have tried to hold on to them as well. But all things considered, we're doing okay here. Just to keep the train rolling of buying and selling things, right? Are you really going to use those sure shots? Do you consider exactly what you're doing right now? What's the fourth one going to be? Yeah, that's fine. I think you could have done Peep as well. That was perfect. Great job with that turn. And since we sold the Ogre Princess, I'm in agreement. You don't need to lock this one. Pretty good round so far. You need to play more so that you're not Apprentice anymore. You're going to move out of the Apprentice rank very quickly, I would think. Unfortunately, that spell backfired pretty hard. Actually, I didn't see how big it was. Let's see. Yeah, that spell got you good. And you're ranged. Should clean up. Or get owned. But you'll still win. I enjoy that shop quite a bit. So it's time to move off of this Brave Princess. It's clearly not going to happen. I'm probably moving off of the Peep as well. That's a much better card to just kind of be holding on to in your hand. So I like using that spell there, even if it was a little under impactful. But yeah, I'm replacing Brave Princess and Peep with those two friendly spirits myself. Maybe putting, oh, Friendly Spirit's super good, dude. It really sets you up for a lot of things. I think it would have been very, very good. Yeah, just buy it. Just buy the 2. Ooh, that's the nice fairy godmother. Yep. Correct to lock there. You watch how good his fairy godmothers get when his friendly princesses pump them. Like they're just gonna absolutely clean you up now. And you could have been on this exact same track essentially. It's crazy how similar his board is to yours. Was at least, right? Like he even has the made good Minotaur. Like he's just, yeah. That's funny. Great buy. You also probably want to get the Brave Princess. It just has to go at this point. It's just not going to work. You're holding on too long, and its stats stink. So we've got to keep that in mind. We really need to get rid of it. I don't. We've got a lot of princes and princesses, but personally, I don't think you're playing a princes and a princesses deck right now. I think you should just be fully committing to playing a fairy godmother deck. I don't like this turn, and I can't even pinpoint why. So we bought fairy godmother, and then we take a worse card and we replace it. But I don't want to harp on that too much. I also really think that Princess P is pretty good, especially in a fairy godmother build where you're going to be pumping its toughness significantly. Just sitting in between those 2 supports would be very strong, much stronger than a Frog Prince. So I would sell 2 Frog Princes and buy that. Just 2. Yeah, let's see how it works out. I could see being very wrong about this, but I just don't love. Yeah, put that lady in over the court wizard. That's kind of my thoughts here at least, but nice to kill one of those supports. If you wanted to play court wizard, you could do it over that brave princess, because yeah, that's never gonna happen at this point. Darn. One of these can hit it. Hey, we got another trigger. Running out of time to make this nutcracker work too. Fine with that buy. Level 3 treasures are great. I wouldn't have minded buying that the shoulder fairies here. Obviously, you then need to buy an evil minion, but you don't need to be 100% good on board in order to make the best use of your hero. I don't know that I'm playing it right away because it's anti-synergistic with the fairy godmother, but we're not fully committed to the fairy godmother plan either. It's just kind of your best board right now. So I think I may have bought that shoulder fairies and then looked for a chance to use it. It's a lot of investment for maybe no payoff. But we've just got things on our board that aren't very good that to go. This as well. So I'd be trying to work out a plan to get those worked in. Don't sell the ladies. Sell the frog princes. Frog princes don't do anything. No! Lady of the Lake's so good. So we're really forcing ourselves into this princes and princesses, this royals build. And I just don't, we never got a signal that said we should be in here. So I'm worried how this is going to turn out. Really personally invested in that Nutcracker triggering this turn. Yes, it's going to happen. Nice. That's big. That's a big turn for you, I think. You still got a decent life total heading into these level 5 turns. We're 1 experience spell away from hitting 6 early, and like I just think we're in potentially very good spot here. Did we get 2 treasures? What happened? Oh no, we got the sky. Okay, we got sky castle last turn. I just forgot. Yeah, I really think we should be trying to move away from these princes and princesses instead of getting ourselves further committed and invested into them. Because we're just not going to have the late game, right? We don't have the Arthurs pumping everything. Really, our plan is, yeah, exactly what you're trying to do. But I'm not the only one that gets lag like that. Oh, I wish nobody did. I'm locking that Lancelot. It's the best we can really hope for on level 5, and yeah, you clearly recognize that too. Unlucky, but not at the same time because we're still running it. But it was, what, 66% to hit something that would have given you the final trigger. Gotta just let those go. Yeah, we have a good, strong mid-game position right now. But I don't see our path in the late game, so I'm curious where this is going to go. Still got a decent amount of time left so in the video, so I'm kind of guessing we get into the late game and then get beaten. Because I think this used to be a much better plan, and actually on this patch, right, I think this is pre-patch. So on this patch, maybe you do have a chance. I think I might be thinking a little too post-patch. Yeah. And Frog Prince should switch positions with that first Pete. Otherwise, the only change in positioning I think I'd make is I'd probably put Court Wizard in position 5. But I think that's pretty minor. That's fine just to feed the hero power a little bit. nice Lancelot trigger there. So Fairy Godmother's still just putting in work. Wait, this can't be pre-patch, right? Because we've got the new Moonsong Horn. Well, if I'm... What did we get rid of again? Deck of Many Things is better than Moonsong Horn, in my opinion. Moonsong is just kind of a treasure I get because I don't like my other options, basically. So I'm going all in on this Bearstain. Personally. You have two peeps. You've got they're what 3/3s when they come out because of your hero power plus the Moonsong Horn. So they're going to get doubled. They're going to be even bigger. That's a late game strategy. That's a transition, and Peep is part of that. So it also fits in well with just being in the Fairy Godmother plan here. Yeah, that's absolutely the direction I'd be going here, and it looks like you're going to pass it up. But I think you've got it in your head that, like, I'm a Royals build, and without Arthur, you can't stay a Royals build. Buy that. That's great. Make your triple, sell. Oh my goodness. Make your triple, sell 2 things. Buy that. Like, imagine if you had, and now I'm buying that triple even in this situation, right? Because I've got replacements to put it in there. It doesn't interfere with your Hand of Midas. Did we have the Hand of Midas when we could have bought that? We did. So we could have had an upgraded Bearstain here. That's I even forgot about the Hand of Midas, almost like I was playing the game myself, and didn't even factor that into wanting to buy that Bearstain. But that was it. That was like, I'm now head and shoulders in front of the entire lobby. Like, you were just activated and in a phenomenal position if you have an upgraded Bearstain, and then you hit this shop. I mean, that's the dream. That's what we're all here for. So I think that's your, at the end of the day, no matter what happens, I think that's going to be the big missed opportunity of the round. Yeah, even all these wolf and sheep's clothings, like, you would have been able to really, really efficiently transition into animals. We did it. Stubbornness pays off. Boy, Tyler, I hate the positioning of your Jormungand. I don't get what it's doing there. It's lost and confused. It's also upgraded, so it could have gone literally anywhere. But see just how good, right? Like, he's not even playing his upgraded 6 well, and it's just, it took over the round. And your Bearstain could have done the exact same thing. And now we're still, like, stuck, right? Like, we can't buy anything. I'm snap upgrading, using TLK to hit my Lancelot. It's activated. It's a backline minion. It probably is going to switch with this, but I'm doing that. Just an upgraded 6, right? There's even permanent buffs associated with it. That's, to me, just like the dream scenario, right? To hit TLK with an upgraded Lancelot. But yeah, it's a little different, I think, because you're not looking to transition. seems to me like you're looking to support what you have. Yeah. Harp on that too much. That's a decision already. What's that shop? Big pigs. I'm still, right now, just to illustrate, I'm still doing it. Are you as well? Cast this spell. It's free. You could roll your shop, so I get it. Still probably. Good switch right at the end there. Good lesson. Even when you think you're done, you keep looking. Like what, you know, you have the time, use it. I do it a lot too. You always see those awkward jumps in some of my videos where I don't do anything for 45 seconds, and then with 2 seconds left on the clock, I move 2 minions real fast. It's because I've just been sitting there thinking about it the entire time. And sometimes part of the reason I wait is simply because I know how I edit my videos. So I've made the decision 20 seconds ago, but I'm waiting until it's least disruptive to make the change. But that's pretty few and far between. It's usually I just didn't see it. So we did it anyways, and we're doing it now 6 turns later with how many bear stains missed, how many opportunities to upgrade that peep. We had a bear in there we could have bought. You know, it's... This exact play was open to you a while ago. And it's still right to do it, just to highlight, like, how locked in to first place I think you would have been in this lobby had you made the move. But I still think it's right to do this far down. Oh. And as soon as you make this purchase too, Lancelot frontline over the Nutcracker. Pigs over. And I just backline. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Got a little bit. And now you're open to, what's it called? I'm blanking on the shoulder fairies as well. So I think that's very important to keep in mind. Maybe buy that, probably, right? Just because the 1919 doesn't really do much, and really the Lancelot doesn't either. That's cool. Use Feed the Kraken. Don't forget to use. Perfect. The days of that court wizard are gone. And the 3 big pigs should be backlined as well. It'll help make sure you get before. Yeah. Prioritize attack on the good boy before you try to prioritize defense, because the defense just makes it so the good boy doesn't die, and then your good minions die. Good switch right at the end, last second again, but 3 big pigs to the back. Oof. I think we could have beat this easy, to be honest, if we'd made the original purchase of the bear stain, and we'd spent the last couple turns hunting for echo woods and things like that instead of trying to assemble the animals. It really, I said it at the time, and I think the whole game really just revolved around that, and supported that hypothesis that was going to be the big missed opportunity, that was the big chance for first place here. But overall, you played a pretty good game. I mean, you got the court wizard up. You made the best use you could have out of basically like the worst Royals draw that you could have made work, right? You didn't have Romeo and Juliet, and you didn't have Prince Arthur, and you still cruised to a fairly easy second place, and you just lost to somebody that had the upgraded sixes and things like that well in advance. So all things considered, it's a pretty good round. But that is, I think, really the missed opportunity, that bear stain, to just keep beating a dead horse here, I guess. Sorry about that. The missed opportunity that could have turned this into a better round. But like I said at the beginning, just keep grinding. You know, you're not an apprentice player. You're squarely, considerably, I think 3 ranks higher than that. So just keep grinding, keep playing, and you're going to have a lot of success going forward. And hopefully you keep showing up to game nights. Had a lot of fun playing against you. I wouldn't have known after playing, what did we do, 3-4 rounds together, would have never guessed that you were as low rank as you are. So you're doing very, very well for where you're at in, you know, your history and your time spent playing the game. And I really appreciate you sending in the coaching video. Again, if anybody does want to get their video coached, please do join the YouTube with the link down below. Not join the YouTube, join the Discord with the link down below in the subscription, in the description. I can't talk anymore. I'm done. I've got to stop. Really appreciate everybody for joining us. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Did you see any mistakes that I missed in this video? Let's help Rammer out as best we can. And hopefully I can get another giveaway going. We got to get you some new heroes. It pains me to see somebody without Skip being pickable. So hopefully I can run some more giveaways in the future. And I'm still holding on to a couple codes because I really want them to be part of a tournament, but just really having trouble finding the time to get everything figured out for that tournament. It's been a struggle. So if it takes too long, I'll just give away the 5 I have remaining. But otherwise, hopefully we have some kind of open event or something like that we can have some fun with and give away some codes, and just kind of get started learning to cast this game and run some tournaments for this game. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you all for tuning in and watching. Thank you again, Rammer, for your submission. Really, really appreciate it. Have a great day, and until next time, Brawlers, I'll see you in my lobbies.